Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid I've
Not under my roof.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Daily routine.
It's locked.
I can't understand why you still care for this bloody city.
For God's sake. We're still alive and healthy. Can't you be satisfied with that?
We have no reason to be here. I have not survived being terminated in a mass grave.
Things are different here. So much.
It's locked, all right. Hello again.
Good evening.
Are you what kind?
I believe people are
Do you need medic?
afraid so.
Well,
Your work.
goodbye, mister.
We fought for England, but England won't fight for us.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Kill is all you deserve. Want some of this?
Drive! Filthy fucking beast! You leave! Killing's all you to share! Hate leeches! You leeches! Kill you! I hate leeches!
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary.
Vengeance is a powerful force, for though...
In the end, she implored me to put an...
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, His words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the Guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite, but we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind, and they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Econs I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Econ on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save life?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
what will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my blunt...
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall all...
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not...
No, I must remain discreet.
But how will you...
I shall not, Jonathan.
When...
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
It's locked.
Hello again, Jonathan. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again.
Of course,
Do you think we shall ever see better?
I know not.
When
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor.
will you?
One of them,
Do you know?
I can...
But
that... Yes,
Are you-
I...
Goodbye, Elizabeth.
Yes,
Goodbye. So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
It's a killer! Bloody leech!
Give me your blood!
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. I cannot enter. The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Stupid newborn! Back to the bloody...
The Ascalon Club, the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire.
Wait, no.
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and... What do you think?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like...
Yes.
A small world is...
You...
Come on.
Is there some...
Too much selfish...
Tell me about...
What do you want to know?
Who are your real...
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised...
Do you live with...
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's
How did you...
First, I was an orphan in the...
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor.
What...
Your name and profession.
Does it...
What?
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to...
That may be true for a naive...
Your mother...
I believe she thinks the same about you.
What are you doing?
You mean what?
Actually...
Well...
Are you a...
All adult women have the right to vote in...
No...
Really? People...
have... Your mother has refused to turn you into a vampire. Tell me...
Each time we argue, Mother expresses this...
Your mother has...
But why shouldn't I be allowed to...
It's your...
I love my mother, and have accepted...
Does it bother you?
No. Whoever I was...
Do you know why...
No, I don't. Each time...
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I...
Why do you still hope to become a vampire?
It's the immortal aspect of vampire.
You're obviously a clever woman with a good education.
Is it not true of every high position?
Tell me, Charlotte, how do you plan to achieve eternal life?
I won't give up. You have no...
That's a disturbing answer, young lady.
There are less dangerous...
Be careful what you wish for, young...
You wouldn't...
How could she suspect me?
Oh, my God.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Good evening, sir.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his...
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a...
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Miss is on. But please. Did not.
Really?
I'm lie.
I may have a... Good evening, sir.
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize
Clarence. Clarence Crossley.
I almost didn't recognize you either.
When... I know it.
Of course.
What? How is your...
We've spent so much time away.
But you're late. If you need some... It's locked. Mother.
Jonathan!
I'm right here.
Yes. But this son of mine...
Mary.
I know she's gone. The question is when...
Have you...
I never want to go back to that awful...
It was...
And no... No,
what do you need...
I just want you to stay with me.
I'll stay as long as I can.
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that.
Are you working?
Not recently. I have top...
She... What? But Mary...
Yes. And are you not dead too?
But I'm...
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell...
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son. Yes, Jonathan. Spending next summer in France.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan?
I know, Avery.
Miss Reed expect...
How is my...
Not well, I'm afraid.
The...
Miss... I'm...
What is the situation? Have
your...
to be... Tell me this... You have served...
Then I will...
Do you really think...
Yes, I do.
You clearly have something more...
I know you work hard to help the sick.
I really don't know.
I understand.
Goodbye.
Of course,
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. I cannot enter. You would love her. Hello again.
Jonathan!
Tell me, Mother.
I'm sad most of the time.
I'm so sorry, Mother.
What happened? You should have told me,
Do you...
Yes. For many years, it was just a game.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, it was. But since...
I'm so...
That's true.
Should I...
Oh,
Do you think...
I don't blame you. But
I know.
you don't have to...
Have I checked?
You are...
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
It's locked. Good evening, miss.
I am...
Miss, you don't...
No, it's me who bites them.
Tell me...
I'm hungry.
Don't you... What?
The rats.
Miss Billow, please...
The voice in my head.
Do you feel compelled?
Yes.
Tell me about the...
Keep your mouth shut.
What is the local news?
Shadows.
I must go now. Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you?
Thank you, Venus.
I was going to...
Forgive me.
I'll tell you what. Come back to...
Good evening.
I won't.
Do you need... I will... You need some rest, Cloud.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garda Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept...
Please ask.
What is the
We follow the credo of William...
What does
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce...
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been...
What does it mean?
It means that you swear to protect the interest...
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed...
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am...
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours. Sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily...
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not, nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign echoes.
This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
I was chased by a gigantic Valcod.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does...
It's quite unsettling.
Do not be alarmed.
May I ask...
Why would you be...
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating...
Vampire senses never see...
Are you a man?
Yes, I am. And I have...
Are you...
Personally, I consider my...
What can you...
It's not really my place to give you such a...
Are you not a...
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the...
So you...
I have been a member of many clubs in...
Is not the nature of this club...
My dear Dr. Reed, I have...
What can you tell me about Lord Red...
I would not dare speak of our chairman.
Mr. Dawson. Of
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson?
My case is beyond the scope of...
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know?
I should not say this. But they are not...
Would you...
No. There is a time...
What is...
I am sure Lord Redgrave...
Money cannot solve everything.
You're right. Money is not...
What is your plan?
Quarantine and barricades are few.
By doing so, you would create 2...
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases.
Are you not mistaking?
Why do you care? Are you not a vamp?
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale.
You have the making.
I was, though very long ago. Well...
So why did you really want to meet?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies...
Do you know...
Not personally.
Does it bother you?
As long as you're a...
You were spot...
Not personally. I rarely...
Who what?
Fergal Banshire was my squire of...
No, I mean, what was he?
No. He was a Volcod.
You do know?
Yes.
Will you bear ill will?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied...
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic,
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls.
Skulls are hideous, shame.
So?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly.
And how would you like?
By all means necessary.
Have you heard the rumors of some horned vampire revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city? What is this new malevolence?
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
I'm sure you have more important things to do than talking with an old man like myself.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Support the equality between men and women. Women's right to vote is only the first.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys. A nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you.
They have a house in the...
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
fight her way home.
Are you from Ascalon?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I think I'm fine.
You don't have to worry.
I am Tadao Kimura.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura.
It seems that I owe you my...
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Women's right to vote. It's only the... first step. Women of all countries unite.
Hello again.
Jonathan.
I'm sure you can spare me a few...
Of course. You know that you are all welcome here. But at this hour of night?
It's locked. It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside. Yeah. You mean I wish
There's no...
No, it's...
Why?
It's more...
Venus.
Everyone laughed.
I'm
The McPhersons.
They could just be...
Perhaps you're...
Good.
You know that you are always welcome here. But at this hour of night?
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in. Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who? Blood. I should follow the trail.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you...
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and
I'm not here to sustain myself. I'm currently...
A young woman killed?
What are you...
I recently did...
You take...
I have been a totally depraved and immoral...
What?
Take pleasure. Take pic...
And who...
I am Jacques Mich...
Dear cousin...
We could be of this... I was born in France.
I followed the...
Oh, you're referring to...
So you admit you
I admit nothing, my good sir.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but... I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
Her body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I believe you, sir.
Oh, Emily was her name.
Yes, I suppose.
And so can you. Farewell, sir.